Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. This is the NBA Odds Couple Show for Thursday, May 26th. I'm Peter Loshak. This is Mike Brenner. Mike Brenner.
Woo.
Just, I feel like I should be bound down to you or
won't
something.
Start that
just
shit,
an epic beat down that the Cavs gave to Toronto and you gave to your haters. You gave those picks. You yelled out your picks in yesterday's show. You didn't just say them.
Yeah.
You yelled them out. You said they're going to dominate the first quarter, dominate the first half,
and
that's
ass.
Exactly how it happened.
It is. Kevin Love, 19 in the first half.
And you got a ton of hate, as we knew was going to happen, as expected in the comments.
Yeah, I've got
on
this
YouTube.
guy. He started his handles Fade Mike Brenner.
Yes.
This guy's a trip. Yeah, he's just one of those trolls, and with no disrespect, but. Wow, he made a comment about something about the sun shines on the dog's ass, Brenner, and all this. You know what? Here's another one quietly playing my plays and banking. I hope you are, and if not, then you better jump on board with Paul Metzger. You guys will make a really good crew.
And the impressive thing is not that, I mean, you didn't come out and say that like you had your picks, but that you liked it just a little bit or something. You said in the show you loved the picks.
Yeah.
They wound up cashing easily, wound up going exactly as you predicted. The game, you nailed it. You walked right up into your haters' face, proverbially or figuratively, and dissed them. You won that round, Mike Brenner.
Absolutely won that round and definitely winning the fight, kicking their asses, and I mean that with all due respect. But and again, you guys keep blogging. I love it. I love the haters because you know what?
I love the haters.
It's accountability, and I got to step up. Sometimes I get emotional, I scream and all that, but at the end of the day, I'm on the same team as you are, and if you can't figure that out, then you're in the wrong fucking business. Excuse my language, but with that being said,
moving right along,
Pistol Pete.
OKC Golden State Game 5 now in Game 4.
Hey, hold on. We got to get a little bit into this. Last night, all right, I'm not kidding you. The Toronto Craptors, as one guy called them. I'll be honest with you. I think it was an embarrassment to the NBA for a playoff team to show up and put that product on the floor. All right, but they were exactly who I knew they are. This team is 2 to 3 players away and a great coach away from even being a threat in the NBA. All right, seriously, you got your asses handed to you last night. What happened to Biyombo? Didn't hear him screaming. Didn't see him freaking out. Lowry couldn't hit the broadside of a fucking barn last night if he had to. And DeRozan just proved once again he's the worst defender in the NBA. This team is terrible. They are absolutely terrible. Hey, that's my opinion. What they did in Toronto was obviously a fluke. It was a luck.
They did it 2 games.
Of course. But Pete, if you can't take that momentum on the road and turn it on, for real, what are you doing in the playoffs?
Well, they have some issues on the road, and they went up against an elite NBA team.
How about that Volusionis? How was he last night, huh?
They went up against an elite NBA team that was motivated in a series they were.
Bro, they started pulling starters out in the first quarter, I think. I'm not kidding you. That thing was over 3 minutes into the game, and it never was close. And again, they're not. I'm just ranting.
All right.
They did something great in Toronto. The fact that they couldn't bring that literally to Cleveland is the coach's fault. That's where it starts. For you not getting your team pumped up. Bottom line.
You can't bring your A game every day in the NBA, especially in the playoffs. Especially in the playoffs.
Well, you better, but you don't get blown out by 50 points, Pistol Pete. Let's get real.
If you're playing an elite NBA team in a series,
they were down damn near at 1 point.
All right.
Come on.
Well, okay.
That's my opinion. I'm entitled to that. I like an NBA playoff match when it's a tight game. And this is why when the Final Four for the NBA first came out, anybody and everybody knew Toronto was the only team that had no shot whatsoever to win the title, and it just remains clear. They got a lot of work to do. That team before
That's
they
true.
want to be a threat.
Even when the series was tied up at 2 games apiece, the Pinnacle still had them at 40-1 when it was 2 games apiece.
Exactly. And another thing, Cleveland, why they were in Toronto, they didn't get blown out like that. They were in both of those games. Sure, one was a little bit, but to be down by like 40 or 50, damn near at half, whatever, bro. I'm over it. Toronto haters, bring it on, baby.
All right, so Game 5, Golden State, OKC. Let's see what we can give our viewers today. And actually, in Game 4, you gave another great pick on OKC. That's sort of like an under-the-radar great pick that you gave in light of how things went yesterday.
Like that.
So now OKC's up 3-1. It's really shaping up like OKC's going to take this one in 6, just like you predicted in the beginning of the series. If that's the case, maybe this is a spot where even though Golden State is kind of outmatched, maybe this is a spot where we want to take them, because if Golden State gets out to a lead, OKC will probably stop giving a full effort and be like, look, let's just go home, get the series in 6. Maybe we want to take a shot with Golden State at -7, and I'll tell you what, it's -7 or 7.5 market wide. Heritage is hanging 8. It opened at 6.5. Maybe we like Golden State -7. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, as far as a pick, Pistol Pete, I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole. I'm putting nothing on this. I'm not putting anything on this game.
Really?
I'm going to kick back. Yeah, and I feel better now. My rant's over. Toronto, sometimes I just get over the edge, and I don't mean it. I'm sorry, I mean that, but they are a good team. They're athletes. They're NBA. I just wish you would bring it more. Anyway, Pete, this is a great scenario right now because 3-1, Donovan, he's a good enough coach to let these guys know, look, let's kick them while they're down. Can they do that? Yes. Will they? I don't know. Can Golden State bounce back? Hell yes. Will they? I don't know. And because of that, and that, I got to stay off it. But my thinking, and you said it this morning in our Periscope, and that was absolutely right on. If it gets to the point where they know they might be out of it, they're not going to try to waste energy, risk injury, or anything else when they could just sit the guys, throw the backups in, take the loss, go home, wrap it up in 6, and cash a Brenner ticket, by the way.
And you know the Golden State, if they are at all motivated to get a big blowout, they're trying to save face here. They're down 3-1.
Exactly.
They got to feel a little bit embarrassed. I mean, they've got half of them. Mostly they're feeling scared they're going to be eliminated. But they also got to just feel a little bit embarrassed.
They do, and also, some things have happened and some things have been exposed. And Draymond Green, and not taking nothing away from this guy. He literally was probably what made them go last year, but this year he's getting involved in stuff off the court, on the court, technicals is taken away from his game. Look at his stats. He's suffering. This guy is not bringing it. Iguodala went real quiet, Klay Thompson realizes I got to put it on my shoulders because Steph's just not in his zone. So that team has to figure it out. And I'm telling you, it wouldn't surprise me at all if OKC gets the W.
Really?
It wouldn't.
Really?
Not at all. No, not at all, because I think they're so focused. This is a machine, and this thing is running down the track. And the bottom line, I think right now, Steve Kerr's getting out coached. Billy Donovan's doing a hell of a job. Do you think that that's
Curry,
a great coach, Toronto?
Do you have Curry at 100% right now, or do you think his injuries?
No, I don't think so. And I know that Kerr made a statement today that nobody, relatives, doctors, nothing, nobody has said 70%, but that got out. But the bottom line is when you go through that, and I've watched that video where he slipped, all right, that's not going to heal overnight, Pistol Pete, especially when you're running like a maniac.
Right.
There's a lot of pressure now. How will they react to that pressure? They've never had this pressure. They've never been faced with this adversity. How do they bounce back? I don't know. And damn near, I've worked too hard to kick this bookie's ass. I'm not putting a penny of my profits on it.
I mean, if they have the personnel and the talent on the court to get a big bounce back here, then they definitely will do it. The question is, did they falter in OKC because of mental issues or other issues, or they just don't have the talent right now because of Curry's injury and maybe other things?
It could be.
What's your take on that?
I think the talent's there, but Curry's injury is significant. Klay Thompson, I think, is putting a little bit too much on his shoulders, and he's pressing a little bit. Guys that should step up that aren't. The Harrison Barnes, he stepped up for a minute in the first quarter last game. Iguodala, all right, Bogut. These are the guys that need to make the statement to take the weight off of Curry and let them play again. Remember, this is a team that used to have 4 to 5 touches before they would shoot, and they had plenty of time to plan. They're not doing that. They're being disruptive. When I said the other day, Pistol Pete, they are now in a transition game after missing shots as opposed to the other way around. They're not used to that. Wouldn't surprise me if OKC gets it done. I kind of hope they lose the game because I put a nice chunk on the winning it and plus in 6. Yeah, so we'll see what happens, but wow, what a game. What a game.
Don't you think,
and I've lost my voice from that.
Don't you think, though, that if OKC gets down, are they really going to give 110% to try to win this in 5, or are they just going to say,
what's down? What's down? 5, 10 points? What do you think? I think if it's anything 10 and under, they're staying in it.
Yeah?
I think if it gets to 12 or 13 and it's into the second half, I think Donovan says he pulls the pistol.
But you think they're really going to try to close it out in 5 here?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Why would you stop momentum, right? That makes no sense. This is the healthiest team in the playoffs right now.
Right.
The healthiest team. They don't want to stop momentum. No, they're going in there to get this game. They're going in there. But if for some reason Golden State explodes and they see that, I think they'll do what you said.
So why would you not then take the heritage line of OKC +8?
Because I've worked too damn hard beating the book and banking that money, Pistol Pete, and I don't have that gut
So
feeling.
a double-digit win is entirely within.
Anything could happen, but I'm gonna win either way because I know I'm not gonna lose anything tonight. All right.
I can give some picks. I can give some picks on this
Jump
game.
in there, Pistol Pete. Come on, pull that trigger, baby.
First pick I'll give, which people who've been following this series closely
might understand. You need a haircut and you need to shave. I need to
might understand why I'm doing this. I'm going to take the second quarter over 56. That's how these games have gone. The first quarters have gone low scoring. It's not guaranteed that the first quarter is going to go under, which is also 56. The second quarters, one way or another, have the offensive have opened up, and the second quarters, I believe, have gone over in every game so far in this series. I think we'll see the same thing here. One way or another, the defense will become a little bit more lax. Golden State will probably extend their lead if they have one. If they don't have a lead, try to ramp it up.
I like that, Pistol Pete. And I'm going to tell you why, because second quarter they're obviously obviously still going to be in it, so they're going to be running. I don't see Golden State stepping up defensively and shutting this team down, but what I do see is Golden State extending the offense so they can keep up with this team. So the second quarter at 56 is looking pretty damn appetizing.
All right, well, maybe I'll just leave it at that. I was also thinking about taking Golden State first half -5. What do you think about that?
Well, I just broke it down.
Yeah, you did.
I don't have anything more to think about it, Pistol Pete. You know I love first halves, but that is absolutely a 10-foot pole for me. But you know what? Go for it, bro. You just hit it.
No,
I'll pull for you.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know what? I'm just gonna stay with the pick that I really like here.
God, and if that cashes tomorrow, I got to sit here and hear this. I didn't have balls. I didn't pull the trigger.
Right. It's not quite balls. It's more like I mean I'm just sort of there's uncertainty with regards to Curry with Curry's health.
Yeah,
if I knew for 100% fact that Curry was 100% or 98%, I would pull the trigger on it.
Absolutely.
But he might just not have it. And if he doesn't have it, then how are they going to extend out a lead? I don't think.
Something else happened last game that was huge. Andre Roberson, all right, went for 17 points. It's his career high. But what I'm getting at is there's a third wheel that can score for you. So if he's getting open and he's shooting and contributing 6 assists, I'm telling you, there's other people in that team now saying what it does, it spreads. That momentum spreads, that confidence spreads all through the bench. Right. I mean, guys start playing better than they ever have. Steven Adams, look at Enes Kanter. Yeah. Dangerous team, Pistol.
All right.
Staying away.
Well, this is a tricky one. We have given our viewers a pick, though. Second quarter, over 56. Mike Brenner,
I want to throw something else out there. I nailed a WNBA first half last night. All right, literally with the Mystics.
Yeah.
I mean the Lynx, excuse me. Minnesota Lynx. Tonight, LA Sparks. I got a -6. I love that first half. I had to throw that out there. Yeah, 5.5 or 6.
Yeah, I'm also liking Seattle in the first half, although I'm probably going to wait for the money line. They're -3 right now.
WNBA, we're going to carry you through the rest of the season, so tune in for that. But
sounds good, Mike Brenner.
Money, baby.
You broke down this game. A lot of interesting thoughts from you. It's going to be a pass as far as the bet is concerned, and of course, we will be back tomorrow for Game 6 in the Toronto Cleveland series. We'll see what Mike Brenner has to say about that one. Thanks so much, Mike Brenner, for all your thoughts.
I'm fit to get hammered by Toronto Nation once again, so here we go. But I got the shield up again. I'm ready. And again, it ain't nothing personal. I ran. I get out and I wear my emotions on my sleeves. But if I'm a Toronto fan, I'm saying enough is enough. I need a coach. I need a couple more ball players. Let's get it done. It's all about beating that book, baby.
Okay. We'll be back tomorrow.
That's right.